Dog, this episode this week is Sasha's episode, bro. She popped off. I'm not gonna lie. She's kind of been a supporting main character throughout the entire series, where yes, some hipsters will really like her because she really isn't too in there with the limelight, but she's also kind of there because she exists, you know, because her little meme-ish attitude with the potato and stuff. But this week is all Sasha, bro. Welcome back, guys, to more Attack on Titan Season 2, Episode 2. I am AkumaNexus. Slap a like if you guys are enjoying, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below and what you guys thought about this episode. It was Sasha. Let's talk about Sasha and a Titan at the end. That was interesting. But getting into it, Sasha wants to get back to her village, just see if everything's okay, kind of like Coney. They're really worried because they don't want what happened to Eren happening to them. They won't say it, but that's basically what they don't want to happen. And all these Titans just coming in through Wall Roads right now. They have to go check to see if their, you know, siblings, the people that they care about and their loved ones are okay. And if they are, they gotta get them the hell out of there. They gotta tell them to go. They gotta tell them to go or some shit. Sasha comes back, and mind you, first off, can we talk about how the horse is not the real MVP? It's just not. It's not. That shit dipped, dude. The hell, dude? But the dude that got fucked up in episode 1, Mike or Mish, whatever this is, it's Mike, but it's spelled like Mish. It's really weird, right? I don't get it. His horse is very trustworthy. That shit came back even when there was an ape Titan right there. But this horse, where there is no Titan to be seen, but in that cabin just dips. It would have been fine if that horse was there, but unfortunately that horse is gone, dude. Very upsetting, I'm not gonna lie, but it was really upsetting as well that when they were inside of this cabin and Sasha found this Titan, I was munching on this young girl's mother. It was really sad, and the mom didn't feel anything because that foot is gone. And basically, that foot is gone. She didn't feel like she felt anything. I want to assume she didn't because the foot is basically useless, and no one wanted to come back and help them because they knew that she was crippled, and they didn't give a shit. They cared about themselves, which I know is a very harsh mindset to do, but it's also logically a lot smarter to do because she would hold them back, and they would all die. So one death to save an entire village, a lot of people would do that. Me, on the other hand, I would have gone back and saved their ass, dog. I do not care. I'm throwing hands with that Titan. I do not care, bro. But the funny thing is, though, is that we got a lot of backstory of Sasha. It seemed like she was raised inside of a forest. She's kind of southern, kind of redneck-ish, if you see, with her style of talking, and people actually make fun of her from how she talks, which I don't get it, but they do. They do, and I guess it's because they're not used to it. Not much people really talk like that. It's people they like to consider out of the village. These people usually live outside of the village, kind of, you know, for their own mindset. They want to live their way. They don't want to live, I guess they call it a corrupted system, where everybody within the village and within the walls, they're all within the wall, but mainly in the village, they don't want to really deal with the priests. Which, I mean, can you blame them? They're pretty fucking annoying, dude. They never shut up, dude. Like, there's giant creatures beyond those walls, and you're sitting there spouting this shit that like that they're gonna just collapse one day. I don't know, dude. I don't know, it's interesting, but we got a lot of backstory of Sasha, and I did like that because when this series first came out like 4 years ago and I first watched it, Sasha was my favorite character at the time. She's not anymore, but at the time she was, and I really do like Sasha. We got to see a lot of her. She's very capable of holding her on her own. She helped this little girl. She tried to help the mother, and it was very heartbreaking because she couldn't, but she tried is what matters. Everybody else didn't try. She tried is what matters. I honest to God feel like if the horse was still there, she could have laid that mom on the horse and they would have dipped. But no, the horse is gone, and unfortunately the young daughter is so shocked. She can't even breathe. She can't move. She is in complete mental shock. A massive panic attack to where she just can't do anything. She cannot function. And it's really heartbreaking to see that because I've seen people in real life go through that, and it's really sad for her to see, you know, a young girl like her going through all of that. But the nice thing about it is, though, is eventually Sasha did save her, though, which I did like the character build we see towards that. Sasha kind of going with her ideals when her father taught her to not give up, and I do like that. I was wondering throughout the entire episode, though, where is her father? But we'll get into that soon. But Sasha really coming through here. I'm not gonna lie. Screw the horse 2017. Screw the horse hashtag 2017 because that shit just dipped. I'm like, come on, man. She even whistled for it back. It didn't come back. I'm sorry. I may bring that up a lot, but I'm hurt about the horse not coming back. I am honest to God hurt, bro, that the horse is not coming back. Where's the horse, man? Where's the horse? But that was also really, really upsetting there. But getting more into it though, Sasha's development really pulls off here. Her training that she did within the forest, kind of with tools basically, you know, anything that they can use in order to defend themselves, fight, and her hunting tools really. Sasha's a hunter. She comes from hunting and gathering since she was raised with her father in a cabin outside of the village, mainly in the forest, and she uses these skills. Honest to God, didn't think it would come in handy against Titans. I'm not gonna lie. What the hell is a tiny ass little bow gonna do, you know, to a giant ass Titan, which has no weak spots but the nape? And we saw this in the opening, so we knew this was gonna happen. We just didn't know when. But we saw it in the opening that Sasha does go toe to toe with a Titan with a bow and arrow. And I'm like, Hanzo, is that you? You got Wakateki? I really thought that was Hanzo, but no. Sasha really pulls off here. She pops off. She was missing a lot of shots, like every other Hanzo main in existence. She's missing a lot of shots, right? But she does land that one crucial shot, like every other Hanzo main. She lands that one crucial shot, which is so crucial that she has one left. She doesn't even take the risk, grabs the arrow, slams it in his eye. She's being smothered and squeezed by this Titan as this is happening. So she's going through a life or death situation right now. The thrill, the kill, and she used another hunter and gathering technique which she used in order to get out of chokeholds like that, and she's out. She's gone. She did it. She crippled this Titan to where it gave her and this young girl time to finally get away, but the young girl dipped and brought messengers all the way back from God knows where. She brought them back, and turned out it was her father and his friends, and God bless, Sasha was saved. I'm not gonna lie, this episode made me like Sasha a lot more. She took these risks that she had to take, and what I like about it too is she took risks that she used when she was raised. People made fun of her for how she was raised and how she spoke. Good life lesson to always be yourself. Fuck what anybody else thinks about you. Good life lesson, and Sasha shows that as she beats the shit out of a Titan with her bare fucking hands and a bow and arrow. Look at that, bro. Look at that. Much respect for Sasha, I'm not gonna lie. But more along towards the end in Koni's village, we see this Titan that is absolutely destroyed this house. And the interesting question about this is, what the hell, dude? How? This Titan has very small, skinny, and weak limbs. Its arms, its legs, very weak. Basically, it can't stand up, it can't move, it can't walk, it can't run. So how the hell did it get here? How? I might have to reread these chapters of the manga because this was years ago. I can't remember this shit. This is a good refresher, but I'm like, I honest to God forgot, I can't remember. But it's like, how? How did it get here? The assumption that everybody is making that it was thrown. Maybe, just maybe the Ape Titan may have thrown it because it's strong enough to throw it and it can command it. Or maybe it was catapulted, God knows who. But this thing was definitely not brought here on its own. And it did not come here on its own. It's basically like it was just sent here. It's very, very confusing. I'd love to know more about it. It is very confusing. Going back though, we get to see a little Levy limelight here, a little Levy cameo. Pretty happy. I love Levy. We all love Levy. Little Levy cameo here. They're leaving the walls and they're leaving Wall Road, it seems like. And the priest knows a lot of shit that he is just not talking about. And I'm just like, why? Why? Like, I know what it is, but like, why? It's so stupid. I'm like, if you notice valuable information that will save humanity, why? And their theory is that he may know something that can save humanity in an alternate way or something like that. I have to rewatch the episode, maybe something like that. But it's like, I don't understand why. If you have the tools and necessity and the knowledge to save human lives, dude, to end all of this, but he will not drop a word? And I'm like, my lady Levy's out here threatening him, everybody threatening him, and he won't say shit. They knew that a Titan was inside of those walls for God knows how long, and they never said a word. And he was scared that it could get hit by sunlight. I think it's how Titans actually gain their energy back and they could move and break through them through the power of sunlight or some shit like that. But I was shook. I was, honest to God, shook because I'm like, you have this information, bro. Talk. Just talk. But he wouldn't talk. So as of right now, I've always hated the priests. I think everybody in this series have hated the priests because they act like bitches. They always get killed pointlessly. They're always whining, bitching, complaining, moaning, and they do absolutely nothing to help anybody. In fact, they make the Survey Corps look like villains, and I'm sitting there like they risk their lives all the time to go out those walls and go kill those creatures to keep y'all safe. But they're out here complaining. That's like when Aaron was on trial. They're out there complaining. I was just like, honest to God, priests, like, eat a dick. Just shut up, dude. The priests are so annoying. That's like me when I watch Dragon Ball and I watch Hercule, like, bullshit his way into becoming rich and famous. It's just like that. I do not like the priests. I don't know about you guys, but I do not. But Love You's Kimmy did make me a little happy here. I'm pretty excited for next episode. I'm not gonna lie. Every episode of Attack on Titan has been pretty hyped so far, and it's known to be that. A lot of questions saying, why is Attack on Titan 12 episodes? Why? It's basically the pacing. A lot of viewers did not like the pacing to season 1 of 26 episodes. I think it was 25. They didn't like the pacing. They thought it was way too slow. So the people that, you know, work on Attack on Titan took this knowledge and they now make it a much faster paced series, which you can see we're going into it a lot. We're not learning a lot of new things. We're going into it a lot, vaguely learning a lot of new things. They leave us on cliffhangers every episode, like the Titan that was on that house that crushed and it couldn't move. Things like that. Same with the priest. So, guys, next week we'll figure that out. Thank you much for watching. Stop by like, subscribe. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below, especially about the priest, because shit annoys me. And with that, guys, I will see you tomorrow for my Dragon Ball Super review and stuff like that. I'm going to be posting another video where I'm telling you guys what I'm watching this season. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. I'm Next. I'm going to get out of here. Goodbye.